Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ryan, and today we are doing severe weather, or we're going to talk about some severe weather that we're going to be having soon, and some severe weather that is happening currently at this time. So right now, our highest risk we have for our day one convective outlook is a marginal risk. Those places are going to be um, Houston, Texas. Um, Columbus, Ohio area, Nashville, Pittsburgh, Corpus Christi. And then we're also going to have this general thunderstorm risk here, these lighter greens. But that's not going to be really a tornado risk there. It's probably going to be more of a um, wind and hail risk. Um, so we're going to take a look at our day two outlook here. Again, kind of the same thing here a little bit. We're going to have our lighter greens, which is just general thunderstorms, and then our marginal risk, which could be some severe weather, but it's not necessarily going to be all that severe. There's not even a tornado risk. It's more going to be a wind and a hail risk. Now, as we go into our day three outlook, um, here day three will be Wednesday. So this is kind of early time of this outbreak that we're having that's coming along here soon. Uh, um, so this, again, all we have right now is lighter greens. So that's just going to be general thunderstorms there. But as we go into the later days of the week, Thursday right now, it's not really, there's not going to be too much of a risk. There might be a marginal risk there. But as we get into day five, a something that doesn't happen super often. This doesn't happen on a day-to-day basis, but it happens every once in a while. Day five, which would be Friday, has a 15% risk. We'll get more of these details here around probably Wednesday, is when we'll know a lot more about what these are going to actually kind of do here. But this is going to be a pretty big outbreak going off our models, which we're going to take a look at here in a second. But right now, day 6 doesn't have anything, day 7 and day 8. Day 6 is the 30th, and looking off of models, it looks like there might be a risk on the 30th. And the 7th, it looks like Sunday there might be a risk for more of the Texas and Louisiana areas. And again, sorry, I forgot day 7. On day 7, it looks like that risk is going to extend down into parts of North Texas a little bit. But it looks like right now Friday and Sunday are going to be the main days of this weather event. So we're now going to take a look at our convective available potential energy. So today we're going to have these just some CAPE here, which is going to be why we have that, part of the reason we have that marginal risk down there. But as we continue on through today, you can see there's kind of where that line is. There's some CAPE, but that kind of dies down a little bit there. And as we get into, let me see. Sorry about this. 84. As we go through the days, there's just some CAPE in the atmosphere. It's not really that big. And we might get a little something Thursday. But then here we go. We get into Friday here. You can see, or end of Thursday, beginning of Friday, you can see we've got around 2,000 joules per kilogram of convective available potential energy. But as we go through the day here on Friday, you can see we start to get these pockets of energy here. And then as we move on, we get those positive energies, and things kind of die down early Friday. But then as we go into later Friday, you can see this cape starts to really fire up with around 4,000 joules per kilogram. So you can see here all this cape, which that with that main risk being where that 15% risk is there, because yeah, you can. It's probably pretty-ish self-explanatory. As we go through Saturday, there's still a little bit of cape in the atmosphere. Things are kind of a little quiet, and as we go into Sunday here, you can see things start to really fire up here with, again, around 4,000 joules per kilogram of convective available potential energy here in northern Texas, northeastern Texas, and into parts of Arkansas, I believe that is. As we continue on through the day, Sunday, you can see that 144. All right. And then we start to get into Monday. Now that I look at it, it looks like late Sunday into Monday, we could have some sort of risk around here and through those parts of the United States. But as we continue on, things start to die down and things quiet down here for a little bit. But then when we get into May, it's looking like there could be a potential for something there. We're now going to take a look at our. Actually, this only goes to Thursday. Well, we'll still look at it because there's something going on now. So you can see we've got these scattered cells here today. As we go through today, these cells kind of strengthen a little bit here for a little bit. They get stronger. But then as we go into Tuesday, things start to die down a little bit here. Let me see. So yeah, into Tuesday, things are start quiet down here a little bit. But then you can see things fire up a little bit down here in southern Texas, and over here where that risk is for tomorrow, or for Wednesday. Wait, tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, for tomorrow. But things kind of are a little bit quiet. You can see over there. Tomorrow there is when those cells start to pop up over there. As we go into Wednesday, things quiet down here a little bit. But as we go into Thursday or parts of Thursday, you can see we start to get these scattered storms down here, which is going to be part of the beginning of our severe weather event. Those showers and thunderstorms don't really do anything. Those are kind of just a little showers right in there. You can also see we've got these potential small storms up there through parts of Colorado and New Mexico. And then when we next time when we get new information, when we get later dates, when the models go out to later dates, they'll be able to get you more information. But we will take a look at one more model here, which is going to be our 500 millibar winds. So you can see right now we've got this this low pressure system there, with this negatively tilted trough there. You can kind of see that negatively tilted trough. But as we continue on through the day, that low pressure system begins to move out, and we get this high pressure system here, with those ridge coming in to parts of the United States. And then as that moves along, the high pressure system moves through. We start to get into, as we go into later days, I think this is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Or this is actually Friday, I think. But the high pressure system moves in, and we get this low pressure system here that begins to move in early Friday. This negatively tilted trough there. But as that moves through, that's when we have our major severe weather event here. And as that moves on through, that's when we have our main severe weather event, and things start to quiet down after that. So, again, we are going to have that risk for the, it's going to be the 29th, 30th, and first we're going to have that risk there for some severe weather. So, stay safe. We'll keep you updated. We'll have some custom outlooks here coming out soon. But thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.